Hey, and welcome to another video with me, Elmo Karjalainen. It's good to have you along. Today I'm taking a look at a very cheap pedal indeed. It's the vintage Distortion by Tomsline called Firecream, and it's very small. So I'll be right back after this intro. Okay, so welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at the Tomsline Firecream Vintage Distortion. I like vintage. Distortion I'm not usually a big fan of, but we'll see what this sounds like. This has three knobs. It has volume, sustain, which is odd, kind of, wouldn't that be overdrive, gain, distortion, something like that? Well, anyway, sustain, and tone. Now, it comes in a really small package, kind of like my package. But it feels okay, and there's not kind of any major issues with this. It has a slight protective kind of bar here so that you don't stomp on the knobs while you stomp on the pedal. I'll get this hooked up and see what it sounds like. See what it sounds like. Why do I keep saying that? Hear what it sounds like. Be right back. Alright, so welcome back. Now I have everything hooked up. What else do I have going here besides the Firecream? Well, I have a mahogany Strat, and I'm running that into a Marshall 1987X. The clean sound is like this. I also have a delay in the loop, and as a point of reference I have an overdrive pedal used by Mr. Yngwie Malmsteen. This is the Dodd in this instance, and it sounds like this. So that's roughly the sound I'm normally after. Now, I also have a noise gate, just to see how much noise this pedal makes, the Firecream, because or just in case it makes lots of noise, because the Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive does this. So for that you really need a noise gate. I'll leave it turned off and see what happens when I turn on the Firecream. I have all of the settings at 12 o'clock on the Firecream, so let's see what it sounds like. Again I said see. Well, anyway. Well, not my cup of tea. Glad I didn't pay more than 20 euros for this, I think. That's roughly the price they're at. I think you can only find these secondhand, actually. I'll fiddle with the tone, turn that up to 3 o'clock, as well as the volume and the sustain, and see what that sounds like. Okay, so they're now all at 3 o'clock, all of the controls. One thing I really dislike about small pedals are the really small knobs, because you can't see what they're at just by looking at them, especially if you're standing up. You have to get real close. But hey, I like small pedals because they don't take up much space on your pedal board. But I'm not liking this. We'll see how it fares now that I have the controls at 3 o'clock. Okay, so now we need the noise gate. Well, bloody hell, this sounds like a fuzz pedal. It doesn't sound like a distortion to me at all. It should be vintage fuzz or something, or Firecream fuzz or whatever, because I don't think it sounds like a distortion. Actually, I think it sounds crap. Bloody hell, that's terrible. I'll turn everything on full and see what that does. I mean, it sounds like a fuzz, but it doesn't sound like any kind of fuzz that I would want to use. It sounds absolutely horrible. I'll turn the tone back to 9 o'clock and see how it reacts to that, and then I'll probably chuck it out the window or something. Yeah, well, that sounded slightly better, but now there's way too much bass going on. I don't like this at all. Not at all. Especially because I think the name was misleading. If I wanted a fuzz pedal, I'd buy a fuzz pedal. I don't want a fuzz pedal. I have an octave fuzz and I rarely use that. I use that in conjunction with an overdrive. But this, I've no use for this at all. That being said, you might like it. It might be your cup of tea. Certainly not my cup of tea. If it is your cup of tea, come find me. I'll give it to you for free. I just want to be rid of this thing. It's absolutely terrible, in my honest opinion. Sorry if you like it. Well, we can't all agree. That's what makes life great. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I'm not going to play that pedal anymore because I think it sucks donkey balls. I'm just going to leave you with a bit of noodling on the Fender, no, not the Fender, the Dodd Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive. And yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to support me on Patreon if you haven't already, because I buy the gear that I review so you get an honest review. And hey, this really sucks. So my kind of advice, don't get it. Get something else. Buy a lawnmower or something. You can't get a lawnmower for $20, at least nothing that works. Yeah, that's very bad. Well, if you disagree, feel free to say so in the comments. If you agree, feel free to say that as well. I'll end with a bit of noodling on the Dodd Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive, and I'll be back later with another video, and I hope to see you in that one. Take care. Goodbye.